block, nigga, chop. Pull up to the block and you can shop. Better watch out, cause the cops high. You shoot shot, see the eye. Can't ball it, you ain't got no hustle.
What's up, sports fans? It's your man D back. Speak Your Mind Sports Talk. All right, check it out, man. Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant versus LeBron James and Anthony Davis. For the love of sports, let's talk about it. So here it goes. You know how the fans are, and not only the fans, but the mainstream media. And, you know, the mainstream media plays part in a lot of these silly comparisons and narratives that we have going on in sports. And, you know, to me, some of them are worthy of talking about. And then some of them are just ridiculous. Just ridiculous comparisons, ridiculous narratives, and things that, you know, are just outlandish. Man, I just don't understand where some fans come from when they do these things or say these things. But I want to give my ideas on, you know, this comparison here. Doug Banks, what's up, bro? And I agree with you, too. It's a dumb comparison. Very, very dumb comparison, Doug. So, you know, first let's start off with LeBron James and Anthony Davis. And honestly, guys, I'm not taking anything away from LeBron James and Anthony Davis. I'm not hating on LeBron James and Anthony Davis. But there are some things we have to think about when we make the comparison of LeBron James and Anthony Davis, you know, versus Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant. It's a huge difference, guys. First and foremost, let's just start with these two guys. Okay? Let's start with LeBron James and Kobe Bryant. So this has also been something that's been talked about in the media, and a comparison which I think is, you know, it's a fair comparison because of who LeBron James is and what he's accomplished, especially if he wins a title this season. But I still have Kobe Bryant ahead of him. And I have Kobe Bryant ahead of him for particular reasons. One, I felt that Kobe Bryant was a player who was going to close a game out much better than LeBron. Kobe Bryant had that killer instinct. See, the way Kevin Durant came into the Golden State Warriors team and the way he ended LeBron James, ended the Cavaliers in their matchups, that's the way Kobe Bryant used to end games. And, you know, I don't see that in LeBron. When you look at when they won against the Spurs, Ray Allen and Chris Bosh ended that game because Chris Bosh got the rebound. He kicked it to Ray Allen. Now, you know, again, much respect to LeBron because he did a lot of things to get those guys back in there. But it's Kobe Bryant between these two that will end the game. And when we talk about the Shaquille O'Neal and Anthony Davis comparison, you know, that comparison is non-existent to me. Shaquille O'Neal was much more dominant than Anthony Davis. Much more dominant. Now, Anthony Davis could do more things as far as, you know, he has the handles because he used to play point guard and he can step behind the line and shoot the three. I get all of that. But when you put that ball down into the hole, Shaquille O'Neal was going to score. Shaquille O'Neal was going to score. When it comes to durability, Shaquille O'Neal was much more durable than Anthony Davis. Shaquille O'Neal didn't take care of his body and exercise and things the way. So later on in his career, you know, he may have faced injuries, back problems and such. But as far as pure dominance, Shaquille O'Neal is in the top 5, top 10 best NBA players ever. Kobe Bryant on my list is in the top 10 best NBA players ever. Anthony Davis is not there. Now, LeBron James, yeah. LeBron James is there. I have him actually at number 10, so he's there. And he will potentially move up. I'm pretty sure he will. But Anthony Davis is not there. So we have to consider that, when we talk about the duo. But just the sheer dominance between both players, Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal, with or without each other, these players were extremely dominant on the court. They both won titles without each other. Anthony Davis hasn't even won a title. Now, LeBron can state that claim that I won one without Anthony Davis, but Anthony Davis hasn't even won a title yet. And when we talk about speaking about titles, LeBron James, guess what? Kobe Bryant has, what do you say there? 5 titles for Kobe Bryant. And when we talk about that comparison between Kobe Bryant and LeBron James, I believe LeBron James has 3 titles. Kobe Bryant, on the other hand, has 5 titles. But when we talk about the duo between these dudes, 1, 2, 3, 4 titles these guys shared together, if I'm not mistaken. 4 titles. LeBron James and Anthony Davis got a lot of catching up to do. You can assess their talent on the court, but unless you win that title, you're not saying much. And so LeBron James and Anthony Davis have 4 titles to catch up to before we start talking about the duo. And these guys were duo dominant in every championship run. And when we go back to Anthony Davis and the Shaquille O'Neal, what is that other trophy that Shaquille O'Neal is holding next to that championship trophy? That is a Finals MVP trophy. Finals MVP trophy. Talk about league MVPs. When we talk about league MVPs, don't these 2 guys share that honor? I believe that those 2 guys share that honor. Finals MVP, league MVP. But these 2 guys are only halfway there because LeBron has those accomplishments, but Anthony Davis doesn't even have a title. He doesn't have either trophy. And so they have some catching up to do before we even start talking about this silly comparison. And you hear things like, the next Shaq and Kobe. Could they be? I don't even think so when we talk about that, because here's something we have to think about. Shaq and Kobe, do you see the youth in those guys' faces? Well, when we come back to the LeBron James, it's cut in half. LeBron James and Anthony Davis is cut in half again, because 3 of those faces are youthful, but one of them has mileage on them. So could they be the next Shaq and Kobe? Honestly, I don't think so, because I don't think that LeBron James has time in him to accomplish that feat. So we can't even say, will they be the next Shaq and Kobe? But the comparison to me is just absolutely ridiculous. And I just wanted to touch on this. Look, man, this is just a ridiculous comparison. And just like I said on the thumbnail, stop the madness, people. So give a couple of shout outs. Duck Banks, appreciate you coming through. Marcos 1899, I see you out there, my man. Appreciate you coming through. Just a short little video to talk about this madness and the comparison. Guys, there's no comparison. Shaquille and Kobe Bryant win hands down 7 days out the week, 365 days out the year. The best duo, Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant. So y'all know how I always end this thing. Hit that like and subscribe button for me. And for the love of sports, let's talk about it. Peace.
Shit happens, niggas want me to talk about it. They love gossip, bitches want me to talk about it. It's all over the gram, so I'ma talk about it. You heard what happened? Niggas want me to talk about it. Shit crazy, niggas want me to talk about it. You heard what happened? Niggas want me to talk about it.